Stop buying expensive baby cereal. This homemade Tombrown is cheaper, healthier, and made from natural ingredients you already have at home. If you're a mom or expecting mother, this video is for you. Today I'll show you how to prepare Tombrown, especially for babies. It is smooth, nutritious, and gentle on their little tummies. Adults can also enjoy this yummy goodness. Hello lovelies, welcome to my channel. On this channel, we share delicious homemade recipes that you can easily put together for your family. So if this sounds like something you like, why don't you go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and share to a mommy that would need this video. The first ingredient we are going to be using is our yellow corn, rice, some tiger nuts, some guinea corn, plantain, wheat, some soya beans, groundnuts, which is optional, some dates. We'll also be needing oats, and lastly some millet. So one important part you shouldn't miss while making your Tom Brown is actually the picking of the stones, sand, and bad grains. You have to be very careful and intentional about this, not only because babies are very sensitive, but because it really matters, and that can determine the outcome of your Tom Brown. I once tasted a Tom Brown that had so much sand in it. Although it tasted nice, the sand in it changed everything. So you wouldn't want that to be the kind of Tom Brown you make for your baby. So as much as possible, take your time to make this Tom Brown with love. So basically, make sure all the grains are properly washed. So I went ahead to peel and cut my unripe plantains. Cut it as thinly as possible so that it can quickly dry if you're spreading it under the sun. So I went ahead to set that aside to dry under the sun. So next I started working on my soya bean. Guys, this one is baba in the sand and stone industry. So I carefully picked out the stones that I could see and the bad grains, and I went ahead to wash it. As you can see, it still had some stones in it. This is why you have to carefully wash thoroughly. So I want to remove the skin of the soya bean. So to do this, I soaked the soya bean overnight. You can do it for 2 hours. Just do it as long as you can. Mine soaked overnight, and by the next morning, it was easy to come off. Well, some people do not remove the peel or skin of their soya bean, but I'd advise you, if you're making it for a baby, to do so, because doing so will make it easier for the baby's little tummy to digest. I have a detailed video on how to make a very nutritious soya bean powder for your baby. You can go ahead and check it out on my channel. The soya beans is completely dried and roasted. I'll go ahead to set that aside. So next is dates, also called dabino. So I went ahead to properly wash my already seeded dates. After washing it severally, you can go ahead to sun dry your dates. I just used my oven and it was dried in minutes. And for my wheat, I basically just did the same thing. I went ahead to remove the unnecessary debris in it and also the stone I saw. I went ahead to properly wash this several times and also sprayed it to dry. Lovelies, you see millet, you have to be very careful while washing it. I know I said we should be careful while washing all the grains, but this one needs extra care. This was the sand that came out after the second wash. So now to my favorite part of making Tom Brown, the roasting. So basically all the grains have to be lightly roasted on a very low heat. Make sure not to burn them. Guys, for some reason my wheat and guinea corn decided to marry each other, and I let them. I just toasted this lightly and this popped. But I feel it might be the guinea corn that would pop. What do you guys think? Well, I just went ahead to enjoy that. And next up is our oats. I actually love toasting oats because I actually love the aroma that comes out while it's being toasted. So at this point, my plantain had already dried up. It took few days to dry completely. So next up is our millet. Guys, I cannot make Tom Brown without this particular grain. I have so much love for it because of how nutritious it is. Packed with protein and fiber, it's exactly what your baby needs. So never miss it in your Tom Brown. So I went ahead to toast the rice as well. Guys, you can use any rice of your choice. Brown rice is also perfect. Just use what you have available. So I went ahead to also toast my tiger nut. So please, if you're allergic to nuts like tiger nut or groundnut, you do not have to add it to your plum brown. Just use what your body or your baby's body can tolerate. So now our ingredients are all dried and roasted. So guys, I use a total of 11 ingredients for this Tom Brown. This Tom Brown is very rich. It's everything your baby needs to stay healthy and also gain lots of weight. Adults too are not exempted in this. Enjoy your healthy Tom Brown for either your breakfast or for your dinner. It's much better than highly processed cereals. Believe me, when properly prepared, Tom Brown provides energy, protein, and a whole lot more for our bodies, especially for our babies. So ensure that after roasting your grains, you let it cool down for a bit before you go ahead to blend. I added a few sticks of cinnamon for flavor. Please, if possible, do not miss that. It takes your Tom Brown to the next level. So I went ahead to mix all my grains properly together and get it ready for blending. So I went ahead to put everything in a blender and proceeded to blend. So please, if you do not have a very strong blender, just take it to the commercial mill and grind it properly. So I went ahead to sieve this for a smoother texture because it's something that you're giving your baby. You wouldn't want something that's too grainy or that is not smooth enough. This is it without the sieving, and of course this is it after sieving. You can see how smooth this is. That's exactly how you would want your Tom Brown to be after sieving. So now we're going to go ahead to make some for baby. So go ahead to dilute your Tom Brown with some water. Just stir it up very well to make sure there are no lumps. Make sure to check to confirm that there are no lumps after you're done mixing. So lovelies, if you have watched to this point, I believe you've learned one or two things. Please click the subscribe button if you have not subscribed to this channel. Subscription is totally free. Turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be the first to know. Thank you. Make sure to continuously stir this and ensure that it is being cooked on a low heat. Tom Brown is not cooked on a high heat. So let this simmer up for a while, and then the consistency depends on your preference. You can make it thick, you can make it light, but I suggest you make it light because Tom Brown tends to thicken up after a while. So yeah, my Tom Brown is ready, guys. This tasted so delicious. So at this point, my baby was around me and was already so impatient. So believe me, guys, this Tom Brown recipe is worth trying, and I would love you guys to try it for your babies or even for yourself and let me know how it turned out. Just save this video and share it to a mommy that might need it. Healthy feeding does not have to be complicated or expensive. Sometimes the best food is the one made at home with love. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.